Welcome. Find your very most comfortable seat. That might be tucking something behind your low back, might be uncrossing the legs, or if you're sitting on the ground or on a mat, maybe it's crossing the legs in a way that feels nice. Maybe it's lying down. Maybe it's using a cushion or a pillow or putting on an extra layer if you're chilly. Make yourself 1% more comfortable. Make yourself feel really at ease. Okay, so however you can take off a layer of stress, or if you're feeling rigid or tense or tight, see if you can imagine just peeling that off. Maybe you physically shake it off or wiggle it out, or simply visualize some peace, some equanimity coming over you like little sparkly fairy dust, or like a gentle colored light, and just relax into what's supporting you. And we'll start with a long exhale practice. We'll count down from 10, and on every inhale, think about expanding and bringing in whatever you need. And on every exhale, think about letting go of anything that's not serving you, of the thoughts that aren't serving you, of the physical material stuff that builds up in our life that's not serving you. Just let it go. Inhaling and exhaling. And maybe count 9. Or if the counting isn't right for you, you can just focus on the breath, and I'll bring you back in a minute. Wherever you are, whether you've reached one or not, just let the next exhale be nice, calm, long, extended, and then let the breathing return to normal. Let the breath breathe you, come back into the space. And based on that first breathing exercise, send out an intention into the ethos, into outer space, into the great beyond. What is it that you would like to cultivate more of? What abundance would you like to have in your life? I am peaceful. I am resourced. I have everything I need. Or another thing that you want to call in. Whatever the first mantra that comes to mind is usually the right one. Send it out into the universe. Let the universe help conspire to make it so. And then come back into the body. Really feel the body. Feel any sensations you're feeling in the body. And whatever those sensations are, whether sometimes it's easy to say, oh, this is a good sensation or this is a bad sensation, I invite you to simply label what it feels like and try not to put a label on it, or try not to push it away if it's maybe less ideal, or try not to cling to it if it's something that feels really great. And we'll do a little body scan awareness. So as we're really in our body, really feeling our body, feeling what's beneath us, maybe the floor under the feet, maybe what's underneath your seat, maybe the clothes on your body, we just remember that we can always come back to this moment. And so we use the breath and the body to cultivate this feeling of equanimity, of peace, of tranquility, of presence, because it exists right here, right now. So we'll start at the top of the head. As always, eyes open or eyes closed. If your eyes are open, see if you can make them go a little fuzzy or lower the gaze so that you can really focus on how the body feels. And at the top of the head, we'll focus on relaxing the scalp. There are actually lots of joints in the head. There's places where the muscles connect, where the tendons connect to the jaw, and where the skull connects to the neck. And so we'll just feel all of that let go and relax. Let the skin of the forehead, the temples relax. Let all of those muscles around the eyes relax. Let the jaw soften. If your teeth are touching, maybe you separate them a little bit. Let the tongue come off the roof of the mouth if it's got stuck up there. Let the ears relax. Maybe you deliberately swallow and feel what that feels like. Letting the nose and the chin, the gums, the cheeks, everything, let it all just melt into this nice feeling of relaxation. So we're bringing in this peace and we're letting the peace flow down the neck, vertebrae by vertebrae. We're letting it come down the front of the throat and feel it soothe the throat, dissolve any tension. Let it glide down the shoulders. Maybe you do some very gentle, easy shoulder rolls here, up and back. Really slowly letting the tension melt out of the shoulders. And then go down the arms to the elbows. Into the wrists. Into the hands. Let this peaceful sensation fill up your torso. So we'll come back to the breath here, inviting the breath into the belly. Feeling the breath expand the rib cage, let the whole torso expand on the inhale. And relax on the exhale. And there's no need to put in any extra work. We're just noticing. Giving the heart space to grow and expand. Breathing into the heart space, perhaps, as you cultivate this sense of peace, of abundance, of relaxation. Everything's okay. Letting the belly rise on the inhale and sink on the exhale. See if you can call in this feeling of love and forgiveness. First, for ourselves. You can even tell yourself, I love you very much. And we are very hard on ourselves. So if you owe yourself an apology for some harsh words or some harsh thoughts, now is a great time to say, I forgive you. It's okay. Let the belly be soft. Let the relaxation penetrate deeper into your internal organs from front to back, from the sternum to the spine. And if you feel any areas that are still tense or tight, breathe into them. Let them soften. You can speak to them and remind them it's okay. You can relax. And they might not relax completely, but even a tiny improvement is well worth it. We're all on a a journey. We're not going to arrive immediately. It's okay. Let the relaxation wrap around you as we still cultivate this idea of love and peace as it's swirling around us. Let it soften all of the back muscles down to the base of the spine, and we'll focus a little bit on the tailbone. Breathing in deeply all the way down to the sits bones, to the hips. Nice fluid breaths, easy breaths, where the inhale turns into the exhale, and the inhale turns into the exhale, just keeping it nice and easy, not too deep, not belabored. Don't have to extend the breaths. We're just noticing. And as you breathe in, we'll breathe in health, happiness, harmony, all of these positive things, anything that we want more of in our life. And as we breathe out, we can breathe out tension, toxins, worry, allowing anything that does not serve you to leave the body. Breathing down into the hips, and then letting anything out that needs to come out. Letting the inhale turn into the exhale, and letting the exhale turn into the inhale. Sending all of this peace, these lovely feelings into the hips, into the buttocks, and then letting it glide down your thighs, relaxing the legs completely. Letting the relaxation flow into the knees, into the calves, down into the ankles, and all the way into the feet. We'll spend a moment here breathing all the way down to the tips of the toes. And again, letting out anything that does not serve us. Inhaling all the way down to the feet, the heels, the arches. And then letting any remaining tension anywhere in your body flow out the toes into the earth, letting the earth absorb any of that constriction so that the body is comfortable, peaceful, relaxed. And we'll stay with this relaxed breathing. If you've lost it, no worries, we just come back to the belly. You can put the hands on the belly. Sometimes that's helpful. Feeling the belly rise a little bit on the inhale and fall a little bit on the exhale. Mindfulness is in the coming back and coming back and coming back again. Maybe you can notice a temperature difference. Cool air coming in, warm air coming out. And if you like, you can imagine a glowing ball of light just right above the crown of your head. So we'll breathe through this light right down the center line of the body, down to the tailbone. And then exhale, breathe the light not just out through the nose, but breathe it all the way up to the crown of the head, out the way it came. Inhaling, taking this lovely energy down from the crown of the head, down the midline to the tailbone. And then breathing out all the way up, back out through the top of the head. One more time. And then we'll move this energy down into the root, into the base of the spine. And we'll breathe into the base of the spine. And as we breathe here, we're cultivating health and security, feeling present, feeling connected to the earth energies. Feel what's beneath you, supporting you. You don't have to do any of the work. Cultivating feelings of power, of vitality. Feel what it feels like to be alive in this body today, right now. And then visualize, what does this day look like as your healthiest self, as your happiest self, as a grateful, energetic version of you. What does that look like? What does it look like to have balance, to have capacity to do the things that you need to do, but also the things that you love to do? What does that feel like in this body? And then we'll come back to the heart center and cultivate some gratitude for the things that are going right, for the things that our body can do, and then see yourself in the very near future. Visualize yourself feeling abundant with this feeling of gratitude, with this feeling of peace, of acceptance, all of the things we've been cultivating today. Imagine, what does it feel like if you can hold that and take that with you into the coming days and the coming weeks. Where the first thoughts are thoughts of beauty and acceptance, of gratefulness for all of the people and all of the lovely things that have come across your path and will continue to. Gratitude for this opportunity to experience this wonderful world, for our capacity to have compassion, first for ourselves and also for others. And with 3 deep breaths in through the nose, and let it all go. In through the nose, and let it out. And one more like that. Take your time, being gentle with yourself. Bring some small movements into the hands and the feet. Maybe gently rolling the neck, waking the body back up. And when you're ready, taking your time, there is no rush. If your eyes are closed, slowly blinking open the eyes, coming back into the space. Thanks for practicing with me today.